Life. This beautiful thing we're all experiencing. Anyone who hears this was gifted one, and whether we spend our time expressing how lucky we are to even be here, or perhaps we spend the whole time believing there's something better beyond, it's 400 trillion to 1. 400 trillion to 1 is what some experts say are the odds of being a human, meaning that you're more likely to win the lottery 10 times in life than you are to actually have a life. But as good as it now sounds to go and buy a lottery ticket, the hidden secret here is to double down on you. That's the ticket. Double down on yourself. Just decide, I'm gonna take that leap, I'm gonna do that thing, I'm gonna speak my mind. Or not, but at least decide, whatever it is. Because it's in our moments of decision that our destiny is shaped. And what's even holding us back most of the time? The opinions of our friends, our fans, or our family? Oscar Wilde said, "To live is the rarest thing of all. Most people just exist." And I think he was onto something. Granted, I get caught up too in existence, but we've got to have a practice, some sort of habit breaker that helps us get our aim back, to keep a little extra guard at the front gate of the fortress of our mind, and make sure we got some good philosophies to help filter out all the trash that gets thrown our way. Because that's what's coming. Both the yin and the yang, pain and pleasantries. Night comes after day, sadness comes after joy. It's just a part of living, growing and evolving. Sinatra said that one of the hardest parts of getting older is that all of your loved ones go before you do. And so, how do we prepare for the expected unexpected? For the rain on our parade that's so surely coming, the pounding to our crops that's just around the corner, the oh-so-famous curveball that takes everything you have and leaves you with nothing. What, my life? Would it dare? Yes, it's just that kind of planet. It's the way of the world. But now a neat way to flip the script is to see that things don't just happen. See that things happen just. And to see that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And the greener side is where we stand. We just have to endure the rainfall, which is bound to come through. Choosing to stomp around and point your finger at the sky, yell and try and have your way is naive at best. So a few things to note here. 1. You can't predict the rain. Now you can fix your roof, which takes time and hard work, so envision the storm. 2. No one can determine the duration. Maybe the storm passes quickly, perhaps it lingers for a year. But 3. We are still in charge of how we respond. And with that power comes great freedom. The freedom to be happy, the freedom to be sad, the freedom to share, the freedom to keep, the freedom to forgive, to forget. And with limitless possibilities for outlook on life, the silver lining here is that we have the freedom to do nothing at all. Which would mean easy now and hard later. Because doing nothing for a little time, sometimes nice. Taking a break, kicking your feet up, wiggling those toes in the sand. But doing nothing forever, that's different. But to each their own. Maybe you're one of the few who doesn't like contributing, doesn't care for a good challenge, who'd want nothing more than to scroll to infinity and beyond every day, waiting for something good to come your way. But in my humble opinion, crossing your fingers and holding your breath is a bad game plan for a life worth living. Because at the end of one's life, you're more likely to regret the things you didn't do versus the things you did. Events you dodged for whatever reasons, relationships you let go of because of something minute, opportunities you were never shown because you didn't take the class, invest the time, search for more, or try your best. Vince Lombardi would say, we didn't lose the game, we only ran out of time. And that's the whole thing, is it takes time to become better, to learn to love, to care to give. It's impossible for me to be as good today as I could be 1 year from now. And that's life.